Hey guys, let's talk about how to add lofted spaces to your builds. Now, 9 times out of 10, you should just be able to add a half wall and or a fence and then just grab your sledgehammer, delete the floor, there you go, you're done. However, this doesn't always work. So first of all, half walls. While they work great to separate the space, you can't put stairs up next to them because the stairs will not automatically delete the half wall. And if we delete that section of wall, it becomes a whole room again and the floor comes back. The two ways to work around this would be to replace it with a fence so that it will automatically disappear when you place your stairs. Then you can delete the floor again like this, or you can delete the whole floor and place pieces of floor bit by bit. So if the floor is gone, I can grab my flat square and start placing pieces of floor around. The obvious bonus to this is you don't need any sort of barrier, no fence, no half wall, nothing like that. There are a couple of downsides though as well. For example, when you go to place your square, any wall that's not connected to another room will disappear, which is pretty annoying, so you'll have to go through and build those back up. That is the wrong level. Why are these the rules? I don't know, but they are. And I was going to say there's also a chance that you won't be able to select this as an individual room, but apparently that's not the case today. Sometimes though, when I do this where I put in the lofted area floor piece by floor piece instead of using a fence or a half wall, I can't select this area as a room, which may lead to weird lighting glitches or wallpaper acting strangely, but it's working today, so that's good for us. Also, it can be difficult to get any more custom shapes you need, basically non-rectangles, so you can go in with these pieces and resize them and scooch them around, or you can actually draw the shape that you need using the custom room tool. Now you can't just place this directly in. If I were to go in and simply place this room and then delete the walls, it's going to expand and take up the whole room again, which is the same thing that we saw when we removed the half wall earlier. That won't work. What you have to do instead is remove the ceiling and walls individually, and then take your floor piece and place it. But now we have a lovely, funky, unique shape happening, so it's a win, I guess? But yeah, the basic rules are if you separate a room, you can then get rid of the floor in the room by either clicking to remove the floor or by using the sledgehammer tool. But if you disrupt the room in any way by removing a fence piece or wall piece, then the floor will automatically fill the entire room, which is now, well, it would be all of this, but we did weird things. You know, you already saw it earlier in the video. Anyway, let's talk about some use case scenarios for this. One of my favorites is to actually create an attic space sort of inside the roof. So what you're going to do for that is remove the ceiling of the room below. And then when you turn your grid on, and put the walls down, which I did, but didn't say I was doing, but I did it. And then when you go into your flat square and put the walls back up, you have a lofted area under your roof. As a general rule of thumb, anywhere a standard door can fit, your sim can fit, so we can definitely use those middle 3 or 4 tiles totally fine. And children and toddlers can fit further and further into the roof because they're shorter, so thankfully the game is actually coded where the roof has a slope, which I think is great. So playtesting is always recommended, but you can use that space in there just fine. And then the last little bit is to take your fence, draw it right across the stairs like so that you can delete this one little tile. Doesn't that look better? If you find that you have roof pieces clipping in when you do this, don't worry, I have a whole video explaining exactly how to deal with that, which I will link here. As you can tell, I'm still a little bit sick, my voice is a little bit raspy, but I have loads of videos coming up for you guys over the next few months that I'm very, very excited about. So thank you for building with me today, and I look forward to building with you again very, very soon.